What up, boo boo? I'm back at work. First day back at work, and it went well. Even with this cast on, and I got sore like once or twice, and it was okay using it to fold laundry and pull things, lift things. Like, I don't think I need this cast anymore. And tomorrow I get to go to the cast clinic and see if they say, hey, it's okay, you can take it off now, and you can use your right arm again for more things, and I can actually get it wet. Um, or they're gonna say, no, 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 you need it on for another week or so, and oh my god, no, it's gonna come off tomorrow, like for sure. So, like my hand, like the skin is all peeled off, and like it doesn't itch or anything, but it needs to come off. I need to get this arm wet, like even to wash dishes. I've been washing dishes with my left hand, for hell's sake. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know my struggles? No, it just means that I can't wash a whole bunch of dishes thoroughly, only like okay-ish, and it's it's not that great. And like I wanna play volleyball. Like that'd be so much fun, but like even when this comes off, it'll probably be like another couple of weeks where I can even do that. But um, anyways, yeah, hopefully it comes off, and yeah, I'm happy that I'm working again. Like it definitely gets me out of my head, and gets me out doing something. Like trying to fill up your time with things is tough with a cast on and living somewhere isolated where it's tough to get around and do things without a car. So just having work to occupy my time and occupy my mind, and it is such a savior. Um, I definitely think that's why I had to end things with that person, is because there was just so much things that were just going on inside my mind, and there wasn't an opportunity to tell them about it because they needed space, and it seemed like they still wanted to make things work, but I couldn't talk to them, and that was stressing me out because I have all this spare time and just so much on my mind that them leaving all of a sudden hurt me emotionally, and it was very tough to manage that, especially the way that they left all of a sudden, um, with like a few things I'm not going to get into, but I lost quite a bit of money. Not I didn't pay them or anything. I just lost quite a bit of money, and that was frustrating. But I couldn't talk to them because they are MIA, like out of commission, and there isn't a month, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about the month that this person and I shared. Like it was something special. It was the closest thing to love that I felt for like 8 years ish. That not even that. Like this person had a certain hold over my mind that it's tough to express. But I think all of the caring that I have in here inside my mind, I cared way too much, and that's not healthy. And I didn't really have a good way to not let it manifest, not let it get out of control, because I haven't had enough things to do to fill my time to make me not care. Um, so since I'm back at work, I can start to focus on me again, and it's not like I'm saying that I've had nothing going on, because that's not true. I've been going out like at least 3 to 4 times each week doing something, like going to improv, going to Toastmasters, which is a public speaking program, and going to swing dancing and seeing friends, and just enjoying myself in nature and exploring towns. Like, been active, been doing things, but I've been alone for a lot of time and not having something concrete to really focus my attention on. So I focus my attention on this person too much, and that's not healthy. But also, don't blame me, because this person for the whole month of June allowed me to do that and actually encouraged it. To then suddenly rip that away and expect me to be okay is just insane. So I'm level-headed. They know that, but having that emotional threshold over my mind and like really encouraging it to then suddenly go away, like, how do you think I should respond to that? Especially the way that they left. So a part of me hopes that they see this and calls me back, but the emotional pain of them leaving, I don't really want that to resurface again. I just want to move on and meet new people and find balance, right? Find balance in my life. Yeah. No, but I've been happy. I've been pretty happy lately, like in spite of this person suddenly leaving. Like, I am actually happy with my life right now, and I'm happy that I'm really owning up to who I am and really going for what I want in life. And actually, I have, like, I was doing this before I met this person, but I have to give a large thanks to that person for unlocking certain things in my brain that I kept locked up and buried, that they just made resurface. And so I'm so freaking grateful for this person and what they've added to my life. And there's really not much that has been subtracted from my life after knowing this person. So lots of gains, minimal losses, really. Like, this is life, and this is what making connections is. Like, I don't have a lot of strong emotional connections with people, and I think that's part of the problem too, is just my lack of experience. But I'm putting myself in situations where that's more likely to happen, and I've matured so much over these years that it's to make more emotional connections is just inevitable now. Like, I'm really learning to be human, you know, really learning to to embrace my humanity and embrace who I am and not apologize for who I am, because this is just who the fuck I am, and deal with it. Like, fuck you if you don't like who I am. Like, I love myself so freaking much. Like, I've gone through my own unique journey, and I think that's an asset to talk to people about, because like who the heck, I know nobody that has gone through a similar journey of mine, besides this one classmate that said that they were learning psychology to fix themselves, and like, relatable, sister, so freaking relatable. um but yeah, we all have to grow at our own paces, and me, I have an old soul, so I guess I've been moving at a geezer's pace, at an old person's pace, and having the old man wisdom is something I'm proud of. Like, I know there's a lot of immaturity and underdevelopment in me, but there's so much wisdom I just possess that it feels like I was just born with, because ever since I was ever since I was a child, I felt more mature than everybody else. Like, I felt emotionally immature, but like, um, how could I say this? I felt more grown up. I related more to the grown ups, and I had to apologize for the immaturity of my classmates in elementary, because I was so freaking aware that we are children, and that like it's okay to behave a certain way because we're children, but I also felt embarrassed to be a child, and I so badly just wanted to grow up. Even though grown-ups would tell you cherish being a child and take advantage of it, and because you're only a child for X amount of years, like what, 12 years? It's everybody grows differently. So people are children longer than others, because we all mature and develop on a physiological, biological level, on our own pace. And not everybody has mature adult mind by the age of 25. Like, some people develop that way later. It like 25 is just the average. um, that the brain solidifies and stops, you know becomes more rigid in its thinking and faculties. But anyways, wow, what a journey that was, talking about the cast, and then this person, and then, you know growth. It's all connected, everything is connected, and the universe loves you, and the universe loves me, and the universe is guiding me towards a path that I'm excited to go down. Like, this is a objectively false but subjectively true truth that I live by. So subjectively, I believe that in this. So my feelings believe in this, but my logical brain knows it's not true, that the universe is probably not guiding me. But I'm choosing to believe in spirituality and the universe guiding a path for me, and that it's wise to listen to the universe, and listen and see where it's going to take me. And you know, just to find peace, mental peace, spiritual peace, emotional peace, just to find peace of mind. I think that's just important, and I'm glad I have that psychological flexibility to hold opposing beliefs, but choosing which one is beneficial at certain times. Like, okay, so here's an example that I've been talking to my therapist about my mental flexibility, where I'm in one friend group that doesn't like Christianity and thinks it's the worst thing. And in that friend group, I make fun of Christianity and like, yeah, screw it, and talk about the negatives of it, and only sometimes bringing out the positive to I forget the proper term here, but just to have an opposing view. And then I will be in this Christian group, and I am so sucked into it, almost acting, saying, behaving like I am a true Christian and that I'm truly being converted. Because I find there's a lot of benefit to Christianity. Just the belief that this creator loves you. I think that strengthens so many people, and I see the power of that, and I want to incorporate that into my life, and I want to incorporate the togetherness and forgiveness. Like, I think there's just so, like, there's a multifaceted level of benefits to Christianity, but also people, large groups of people and individuals have done a lot of evil in the name of Christianity. I know that there's a lot of abusive parents that justify their actions through Christianity. I have, like, my parents haven't done that, but I have knowledge from close people in my lives, in my life, that talk about that, and also acquaintances and strangers that talk about that. So my mind doesn't exist in absolutes of one thing is bad and one thing is good. There is always relativity, and there's always exceptions to rules, and there's always standouts. Like, one thing is usually not that one thing for forever, or is not only that one thing. It's also this and this and this. It's just what perspective you're looking at things matters. And a lot of people have this rigid mindset of choosing to look at one thing through one lens, and that's the only worldview that they have, and that there's strength in that affirmation in holding something you believe so strongly is true, that motivates you to action, and it's really reassuring that you know that this thing is true, and there's a lot of comfort and strength in it. I definitely saw it in my friend Camellia, and but what point was I? But this people like that also lack the flexibility of seeing things in alternative perspectives, and like, if someone holds something so firmly true, then that often makes them do foolish things. because they don't see the whole picture or different pictures to this bigger picture. And I don't really know where I'm trying to go with this, but just have greater flexibility. The dialectical thinking of philosophers, of believing in contradictory things, but knowing that each of them have their place, right? Like in quantum physics, how particles can be both, how there's things in the universe that can be both particles and waves at the same time. Isn't that crazy? So this is all to say how great and smart I am. Actually, it is. That's not even supposed to be. It's not even supposed to be a joke. But I'm also wrong a lot of the times. Like I'm wrong like so many times, and that's okay. You have to admit that you're just an ignorant human and you don't really know how things work. You're just going off of your ideas in your head that you think the world works this way because of what you know, what people have told you, what you've experienced, what you feel, the dreams you've had, the hunches, the theories you put in your mind, that other people put in your mind. Do we have multiple minds? That's a good question. Anyways, besides the point, we are just using models in our brains to predict things, and that's all it is, just models in the brain. That what we remember, what we think is not actually true, is just a model, a schema, and that's all it is. So we can't be certain of anything. The only thing that we can be certain is that we are experiencing this moment right now. That the previous moments, they could have just been downloaded. That the future moments will never come. We don't know a single thing besides this very moment. That's all it comes down to. We don't even know if we're thinking, if we're even feeling. We just know that this moment is, that we're experiencing this moment. Anyways, yeah, this has just all come from my meditations, from my just thinking a lot, especially with this cast on. I'm blaming everything on this cast, the good and the bad. It's all because of this cast right here has created so much. What time is it? Okay, I still have some time. Yeah, sometimes we need a scapegoat, and I'm using this cast as my defensive scapegoat. Anyways, we'll see what happens in life. And if you're watching this, the person I've been talking to since in the month of June, hi, how are you? Call me. And if you're just a regular viewer, this is the first video you've seen of me, hi, how are you enjoying my content? Is there anything that I said that caught your mind and piqued your curiosity? Anything that you disagree with? I'm okay changing my opinion, as you know. This video is running to 25 minutes, you know? It's a quarter of 100, so it's a it's it's where I'm at in my life right now. I am 22, so roughly quarter life, which is scary, especially thinking about so much I haven't done and how underdeveloped I feel in my life. It's scary. One of my cousins, um, who was born when I was a kid, is in grade 7 now, and that's kind of scary and freaky to think that he's already in grade 7. And I was looking at, so my parents went to my cousin's wedding a few days ago, and just how mature everybody looks. And this is the first wedding that we've had in like good over a decade, and it's so weird. It's so weird. Life is growing up. Life is changing. People are moving on. People are changing, and it's freaky. And I'm just starting to know myself and accept myself. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. Don't think about it too deeply. Um, Anyways, I should probably let you go. Um, you probably have something better to do, like watching the next video or read a book. I really recommend reading books. Like, readers are leaders, so read as many books as you can, my lads and ladies. Um, should I end this now so I can stop rambling on and so you don't have to see my oh, a grasshopper. Uh, my sudden mental breakdown, my panic attack. Uh, it just keeps on rolling. Do you want to see the? I don't know if you can see the on the chair. It's kind of cool, right? Anyways, just end this now. I can't end this. Goodbye.